Yo, what's up YouTube? Welcome back to Tay TV. And my reaction video for today, I will be reacting to why I don't have kids, toxic baby mama culture. Before I get into this video, I agree with her. The baby mama culture is very toxic right now. So she's telling the truth about that. Like, share, comment, and subscribe to my channel. Follow me on my social medias below. Let's get straight into this video.
Let's normalize like real love, real commitment, real partnership before bringing a child into this world. Like,
ladies, if you feel me, help me sing it out.
hey babies, what's good? It's your girl Chanel. I'm back with another video. First of all, I just want to thank you guys so much for all the love I got on my previous uploads. Like, I love y'all so much. Like,
This is my second video that I'm watching from her. I just watched that video and I said I had to subscribe to her channel because in her last video when she was talking about how she doesn't fit in, it was a good video. She spoke facts in that video, so she earned a new sub.
Definitely in this energy where I'm just dropping videos, I'm just being my real self, giving y'all how it is, and it's really working for me. So I love y'all so much. I love these raw talks, these videos where y'all could get to know more about me, because on my Instagram I post a lot of reels, and you know, some of them is funny, and I do digital creation. Like, this strategy behind a lot of stuff that I do, but on YouTube you could really see my real personality. Like, over there I'm doing things that's trending, doing things to different songs. I feel like you really could get to know me more on YouTube, and I'm just so happy that me showing my real self has gotten so much good feedback, just love and light. So today I'm going to talk about, because I see a few people asking, because y'all know I'm getting older in age, and I just want to talk about why I don't have kids. I'm going to touch on just dating, marriage, just because I already kind of went into just letting you guys know how I got here in this life already, through having standards, sticking to my word, having my desires, and just my requirements high. Like, I keep my wants, my needs, and everything high. Like, I keep my dreams big and everything. So I'm going to talk to you guys about why I don't have kids, why I believe in marriage before children, and why I will not be having kids unless I get married. So let's just talk about it. It's a few things I want to say before this video. Like, first of all, I'm not trying to disrespect any mothers out there. Like, my mom was a single mom. I know a whole bunch of single mothers, so this is no shade. And honestly, to be a mom is literally one of the greatest things that you could be. Like, to really carry a child and have a safe delivery and bring life into this world, like, you are truly amazing. So this is no shade to people who have had kids without marriage. And a lot of the time, some people are single moms because they didn't want to be. Some people have lost their spouse. You know, some people, their baby fathers passed away, different things like that. So this is not shade. This is, again, me just having my standards high and things that I require and see for myself in my life. So number two, another thing I'm going to say that I know a lot of people are going to say in the comments is, oh, you could get married and the man could still leave you and blah, blah. Here we go with the poverty mindset. Here we go with living in fear. Like, why do you always want to think worst case scenario? Yes, you can get married and a man can still leave you, but there are a lot of successful marriages in two family households. Like, why are you so scared to be married and have a commitment versus having a kid with a stranger, or only somebody that you knew for 2 months, a month, or one night stand? Like, how is that more scary than commitment? Like, you understand? Obviously nothing lasts forever. All relationships come to an end at some point, whether that's through death, whether things don't work out, but you could still set your standards high. Like, and like I said, I don't like to speak fair in my plans. I don't like to speak worst case scenario in my plans. So when I think of marriage, I'm not thinking, yeah, I could be married and he could leave me. No, I'm thinking I'm going to be married to an amazing husband that's going to respect me and values family and values teamwork, values partnership, values commitment. Like, that's what I speak on my life, and that's why I'm going to get that. You understand? So, like, for me, I'm not having anybody's kid without a ring. Like, and that's just point blank period. And you know, like, and that's just what
a kid, that's when things change in your life. It's going to be completely different. So basically, don't have kids if you're not if you're not ready, because once you have a kid, your life is going to change. You got to be more responsible.
It's gonna be, and I don't feel bad for that at all. Like if a man wants me to risk my life and have a kid, like, you really gonna have to step. I need a ring, I need commitment, because having a kid itself is commitment. So if you want me to commit to you for 18 years and be going through all of this, commit my body, making a child for you, why can't you marry me? Like, why? Why not? And then everybody's like, well, marriage is not what you think it is, and you could be married and unhappy. Again, that's the negativity and the negative thoughts that you want to put on your life. Me, there's tons of happy marriages, there's great partnerships, there are amazing, healthy two-family households, and that's what I envision for myself. I don't think about what's the worst that's happening for other people or what's the worst that's going on. I'm thinking about the best case scenario for me, and I just feel like if I'm gonna have your kid, why can't I get a ring? What's tea? Like, what's the problem? And then let's say it doesn't work out. Me telling my story, like, yes, I was married to a man, you know, I was his fiance, then we got married, we had a family, we bought a home, I had his kids, things didn't work out. That sounds better than, yeah, I had met this nigga and, you know, I had his baby and now he got a girlfriend and the nigga left me and no. Story number one sound better than number two, okay? And this is no shade to nobody. So it's like, and another thing is like the baby mama culture in the black community, like, we need to stop normalizing.
Toxic. It's very, very toxic right
There's
now.
like, we normalize it so much. Like, it's kind of scary. Like, I've watched the interview with Young Miami and you know, with G Herbo, and he asked her like, oh, would you have another kid with Southside? I think it's her first baby father. She like, no, I definitely want another kid, and I'm definitely not having a kid by him. And he was like, why? She was like, because I already have a kid by him. And that's weird. So you're willing to have a third baby father? Like, it's just like, that is crazy to me. Like, I'm not having more than one baby father, and I'm not having a baby father, I'm having a husband. And that's just what I speak on my life. And anybody that does not like that, I don't know what to tell you. And that's just what I want for myself. So I have not had any kids yet. I will not be having any kids until I get a ring, until I have a husband. And when I say that the black community and this baby mama culture has to come to an end, it's like, even sometimes, no shade to my mom or parents in general, like, sometimes when you first start dating, it's like, oh my God, when I'm getting my grandbaby, or oh, when you having my kid, or you meet people, parents, and like the first thing is, when you having a kid, when I'm getting my grandbabies. How about, when are you marrying my baby? Like, when's the proposal? When you really committing? Like, I've never heard a parent ask that. Like, I've met a lot of different people, parents, a lot of people met my parents, and it's always grandkids. It's never marriage, it's never commitment. When y'all buying a house, when y'all starting a business, like, let's change that. Like, let's change that. Like, you understand? So it's like, let's normalize like real love, real commitment, real partnership before bringing a child into this world. Like, I refuse to struggle. I refuse to be left alone with a broke baby. Like, it's just not happening. And I know people like, oh, at the end of the day, your baby is your blessing. For me, it's nothing. Again, I don't have a kid, so I don't know what this feels like. But for me, listen, me living life freely right now and doing what I want, waking up when I want, how I'm gonna do it, this is a blessing to me. This is what I call a blessing.
Same.
Me risking my life, having a baby with a man, and then we don't live together, and we are in a partnership, and he's not with me all the time, and we don't build a business, build a home together, and have a real two-family household. That's not a blessing. Me being left with a broke baby to take care of, that's not a blessing. That wouldn't be a blessing to me. So yes, I don't have kids, and a lot of people ask that, like, oh, why you don't have kids? Or when you have kids, y'all gotta start asking, where's the husband? So it's like, for me, I'm keeping my standards high, and people want to normalize that. Oh, you don't need a man, and da da. I need a man. I need a man. I need a man. I need a husband. I need somebody who wants to be there, active. And that's why I don't date. Like, I'm really, like, my taste is changing. Like, I'm not even into rappers, athletes, shit like that. Like, I curve, like, famousness on the regular. Because y'all are not looking for what I'm looking for. Y'all not looking. Y'all are into hoes, like, y'all want the fast life. Like, I want real commitment, and I want real love. And that's why everybody I date, I get princess treatment, period. Like, every relationship I've ever had, I've been respected. I get princess treatment. I get treated well, and I'm well on my way to be a wife, because I keep my standards high, and I let people know how you want to treat me. And, like, to be honest, it's no way I'm sitting up here saying I want a high value husband. I want to be married. I want partnership. I want commitment. I don't want to be a baby mama and then I turn around and go future. Like, you understand? Like, that wouldn't make no sense. Like, how you want that, but you a nigga like that. That's with a girl every other week on vacation. Like, these niggas is not looking for what I'm looking for, and money is not everything. So I keep my standards high as hell.
That's something that I know. Money is not everything.
Moving forward, and I'm just building my foundation right now. I'm building myself up, and I refuse to let anybody baby mother me. I refuse to be like a pass around. I refuse to link that I don't have no interest in what I have interest in. Like, if you know you don't want a family and you know you don't want to get married or none of that, just get out of my way. I don't care how much money you got, because you can't do nothing for me. I'm already good right now. Like, yeah, it's people who obviously a lot of these men, they have a lot more money than me, but are you providing that? Like, what are you providing? Birkin bags and watches? I don't think about that. Listen, I wake up in my luxury apartment. I'm comfortable. I got my car. Yeah, I could be in a Lambo. Nigga for a better class Benz. Listen, I'm comfortable. Like, I don't put a lot of value into materialistic things. So when I wake up every day, I'm happy. I got food in my stomach. I got clothes on my back. I got a bag to wear. It don't gotta be a Birkin. Like, I don't need none of that. Like, I want real life commitment. I want real life partnership. I want to build a lifelong legacy with another person. Like, I don't care about money and materials. And like, with the right person, when you're a good woman, you meet the right man, like, y'all could really take off. And that's why, you know, obviously I'm not gonna lie, I worked hard to be what I am. You understand? I work hard to be who I am. I wouldn't date somebody who has nothing, no type of ambition or drive. You do need to have something, but like, I'm not just going to talk to somebody or put so much value in them just because they got millions of dollars. Like, can you offer me what I want? Because money don't bring everything. Like, money is not everything in a situation or a partnership. So for me, listen, I need partnership, love, real life commitment. And this is the answer to your question of why I don't have kids right now and why I expect marriage. And I'm okay with dying with no kids. I understand that people say like, oh, it's a blessing and you're bugging, you know, as long as you got your baby. Like I explained to y'all before, this life that I'm living right now is the ultimate blessing. To have my freedom to wake up whenever I want, do whatever I want. And this may sound selfish. I'm willing to change that for a family dynamic, for a partnership. I'm willing to not be self-centered or so self-absorbed and love my own time with the right man who could provide a real partnership, a real family dynamic, and really hold shit down. Like, that's what I'm looking for. You understand? So I'm keeping my standards high, and I don't want anybody projecting their negativity in their lives on me. And this is no disrespect. If you've made mistakes in the past, or if you are a baby mother and you're happy, the truth of the matter is, as long as you're happy with your life, and these are the standards that you have set for yourself, if you're happy, my opinion doesn't matter. You understand? Everybody's living life and doing what works for them. Some women, they don't care. They just want their baby. Some women, they'll go to, like, it's a lot of women who will even go just to a sperm bank to get some sperm and just have a kid because they don't even care about having a dad, or like, it's a lot. But see, that's not what I see for myself. So I wouldn't judge them or talk down on them. In this video, I'm not talking down on anybody. I'm not bashing anybody. I'm just here to vent and tell y'all, like I've been in my other videos, just telling y'all standards that I have set for myself, the bars that I set, and why I don't have kids right now, and why I, you know, the type of men that I'm choosing to date. And my taste is really changing. Like I said, this type of life that I want, I'm realizing you're not getting this out of no famous big athletes. You're not getting this from no rapper that are like, are any of these rappers husbands? Let's talk about it. Some athletes are husbands, but most of the athletes that are husbands, they're like the low-key athletes. Well, LeBron and Steph Curry, like, they are like top athletes and they are husbands, so shout out to them. But y'all know what I'm talking about. I'm talking about like the mixy athletes that stay in the blogs, like James Harden or Stephon Diggs or something like that. Like, I would never, ever talk to none of these. And a lot of blue checks and a lot of people be in my DM, but it's like, I'm not living that lifestyle. I'm not an escort. I don't need help. I don't need you to fly me out to, like, that's not what I'm looking for right now. If you're not looking for a family and getting to know me and building, like, we don't really have nothing to talk about. Like, that baby mama, flued out culture, city girl shit, like, that doesn't work for my life. Like, I'm not in the business of finessing out their money. I'm not in the business of trying to come up off a neck. I'm in the business of building my own foundation so I can move how I want, set my standards high, and get what I want. And like, what I want is not a Birkin, an AP to flex to the gram. I want real partnership. I want to be a real wifey, big ring, big push presence, living a big luxurious life, building up my man while he built me up. Like, that's literally what I see for myself. And that's what I'm going to get. Like, I I really keep my standards high as hell, and nobody's gonna make me feel bad for that. And it's like, you know, like even for example, right, I wanted to get surgery. And people were like, oh, you want surgery? Do you even have kids? I was literally out with somebody the other day eating, and I was talking about, you know, having surgery. And they're like, oh, okay, but do you have kids? Like, why do people be getting me body done and they don't have kids? Girl, why you don't even ask, do you have a husband? Do you have a man that you're dating? Like, does he love your body how you are now? Like, you have a husband, girl. Like, you know, stay like y'all don't even speak about husbands, nothing. Like, everything is a baby. Why are you so worried about me having a baby? Like, they're talking about, oh, y'all be risking your life. Yo, that's a big risk. Me carrying a baby on my own, living by myself, or with a man who's not ready to be a husband, is risking my life. Because I'm going to be stressed out. I'm not going to be happy. That's not what I see for myself. And pregnancy is also a big risk. More people die giving birth than they do getting surgery under a board-certified plastic surgeon's care. So don't bring up babies to me. I don't want nobody else bringing up no baby to me when you speak to me. When you speak to me, ask me, girl, where the husband at? When the last time I'm gonna propose to you? What's tea? Where the ring? Like, that's the type of energy that I need around me. Like, don't ask me about no kids. Don't, because it's not happening. Like, I'm not creating a broken family, and I'm just not with that at all. And that's just not what I see for myself. And like I said, I say this in the most humblest way. And like I said, I don't feel bad for keeping my standards high. I've literally thought like this and spoke like this over my life with everything. Like I said, I told the world my first car is going to be a Benz. It doesn't need to be a beat down car. It doesn't have to be a beat up car. It can be a Benz. I said my first apartment is gonna be a luxury condo, because that's what I want it to be. I don't have to start small. I could start off big. People didn't like that. I told people I don't gotta work a 9 to 5. I could live life on my own terms.
I fucks with her life. Like she said, no, you don't have to work a 9 to 5 job for the rest of your life. It's up to you if you want to like stay at a like 9 to 5 job. But me, I would never stay at the 9 to 5 job for the rest of my life. That's not going to happen. A 9 to 5 job, it's a waste of time, to be honest, and I gotta use my time wisely. One day I'm going to be in a better and blessed position. That's real life. She said she told herself she wanted a luxury apartment. She don't have to start off a small apartment, and look, she's a testimony. She did it. She got it. If you want something, you have to work hard, and you have to earn it. You can't, no handouts.
And do what I want to do. They didn't like that. I say I want marriage before kid. I want commitment before kid. I want a real family dynamic, and I'm not letting nobody make me feel crazy for the things that I want for myself. But yeah, guys, so that's why, like, literally I curve athletes, rappers on the regular, because I know they don't want what I want. Like, y'all don't want what I want. Y'all just see a good looking girl on Instagram thinking I'm gonna be easy, but if you really do your research, like, I built everything I have on my own without, so like, if I could do all of this and get myself to this point without a man, like, why would I do all of this hard work without a man to go settle for what? Then a lot of the times you're not even getting like no life-changing results off a one-night stand with these people. Like, you may get lucky and get a watch or a bag, and then woohoo, you could sell it and get some money back, but like, you literally just caught a body by random. You just risk your life. Like, you literally just risk your whole life with STDs, all the fucking watch in a bag, like, that you can't take with you when you die, and that is doing nothing for you. Like, so I put value into different things. Like, people are very materialistic in this life, and you know, I have nice things because I want them, but I don't put a lot of value, like, at the end of the day. But you have to get these things in order to know that these things don't really do anything for you. You understand? Like, you know, it was the time I really wanted my car, and I wanted the dream apartment, and I wanted the dream this and that, and I got all of it, and I wasn't even truly happy or fulfilled. Like, happiness comes within. No material possessions, no amount of money could really bring you that. I promise you. And a lot of people want to argue that you really have to have no money to really believe that money is going to solve every issue in your life, because it's not. There are people who have money, they kill themselves. There's people who have success. Everything that you are dreaming of, someone has it, and they've literally committed suicide, or they're miserable. And a lot of times you can have way less than a person and be way happier than them. And that's why I don't hate on nobody, because like I said, you're just on the outside looking into people's lives. You don't know what they did to get there. You don't know what they're fighting, what they're facing, because more money equals more problems and more bills, okay, and more stress and all that. And like, obviously there are beautiful things that come with money, freedom, you could travel. It's a lot of things and a lot of flexibility, but it's not the answer to all your questions. You understand? So for me, what's more important than money and dating a famous rapper or a nigga some money is I want a man who wants commitment. I want a man who wants a wife. I want a man who wants a family. I want a man who wants to come home. I want a man who really wants what I want. Partnership, family, house, all of those things matter. I'm getting older. I don't want to date just to date. And what happens when you dating just to date? You end up sleeping with people, then you sleeping with the same person, and you start having unprotected sex. This is how babies come in the picture. For me, I will continue to keep my standards high. I will continue to curve men who have more money than me, who can, okay, you have more money, but like, that's not everything to me. You understand? So I know they be shocked too, like when I don't hop on it. Like, I got so many stories, but for me, it's corny. It's really corny to name drop rappers and athletes. Like, if you ain't talk to them and you ain't do nothing with them and you curve them, just keep it at that. I know what my DMs look like. I know I don't write people back. I know because they can't provide what I want. You understand? They can't. And it's just gonna be a waste of my time. And I can't trust a man who literally blatantly sleeps with mad different women and happily has over 5, 6 baby mothers. Like, you clearly do not respect yourself. You don't respect your body, and that shit is not cute. And I refuse to normalize that for myself or normalize that for men. Like, men should really focus on taking better care of themselves and have a better respect for themselves. Why in the world does any man have 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 baby mothers? Like, why? Like, why? That's just like disrespectful to yourself. And the women who settle for that, I don't know. I just can't get with that. Like, I'm not with that. I don't speak that on my life. That is not welcome here, and that's just not gonna happen. So guys, let me know in the comments what you think. And literally, this is the BM culture and what is going on in this generation. Like, people want to say, oh, you don't need marriage. Married couples are miserable, they're angry, or a baby is a blessing, I'm good, I don't need the dad. And that is scary. To speak that way of life is scary. To be a grown woman and say, I don't want a man, I don't need a man, I'm gonna do all of this myself, I refuse. And I used to think like that without a kid, thinking, no, if a man is laying up with me and you around here, you're gonna be doing something. You're gonna be doing something. You wanna know why? Because I hold shit down on my own. I built my whole life myself, and if you think you're gonna come around here and not do nothing, we're not gonna be a thing, baby. We're not gonna be a thing. But, and like I said, I curve men who could come around here and do something, but y'all not looking for what I'm looking for. Y'all not looking for commitment. You looking for to fly me out for the weekend, take me out to eat. I could book my own flight out the weekend. Okay? I don't gotta sleep with nobody I'm not attracted to. I don't gotta sleep with a nigga who penis be in another bitch every weekend because they got money and options. Like, that's not what I'm into, and I just don't speak that on my life. And like, I already know everything that look good is not good. Everything that looks good is not good. And you know, like I said, sometimes you have to get things or go through things to learn that. You know, sometimes you gotta experience things and you gotta learn that. It's women who date rappers right now. Them girls be home sad, crying, but y'all see them every other week. They got the new car, the new bag, but their souls, they're not happy. They're not happy.
Happiness comes within. Like you said, you gotta protect your peace, protect your energy. You gotta make sure you're taking care of yourself.
Happy. They're not happy. Okay? Nobody would be happy with having a man and every weekend he out, he's nowhere to be found. Hopefully nobody takes this away. If you do, then you just really have to work on yourself, because literally I'm just me. I'm my own person doing what works for me, and you're living somewhere doing what's best for you, and you have the options to change the situation. You have the options to set standards and boundaries on your life. You don't have to look at this with hate, malice, and be upset. You understand? This is your life path. This is my life path, and this is what works for me, and I refuse to do that. So I love you guys so much. So that wraps up why I don't have kids, why I refuse to date athletes or rappers, and why I'm not having kids until I'm married. And I stand on that. And I really apologize, because I know my mother wants some grandkids, but baby, you better start praying for my husband. You better start praying God send me a husband. Simple. I love y'all.
Whoa.